I wanted white handlebars for my fixed gear, and I didn't want to pay $25 to $40 for them. So instead, we got a pair of old drop bars, which Halcyon Shop was nice enough to give to us for the low price of $10. And actually, the guy Daniel there was so helpful that he actually ended up doing it for me, cutting them for me. But it's a fairly simple procedure that you can actually look on our blog, which is theblackpedal.com, to find out how to do. We're gonna sand these first to make sure that the paint takes on them. They're old bars and they've got some rust and whatnot on them. The sanding will help it adhere better to it, and we're probably not going to use primer because we don't want to spend the money on it. So what we have is water in a spray bottle that we can spray onto the bars before sanding them, and I have a belt sander because I'm lucky enough to have a belt sander. You can do this with just regular sandpaper, and actually if you're doing it by hand you can just leave it in water, then pull it out and sand that way. Let's do it.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Yeah. Sometimes when you use a belt sander, the belt will break and hit you in the face. That's okay, as long as you have another belt. I'm going to change it now. Sometimes you have two old belts when you put them on your belt sander and they both break and hit you in the face. So we're going to do it by hand now. I close my eyes, the dream only asleep. When I wake in the night, I remember what I have said. I took a dip in the hand of this. Now we're rolling up on the chicken into the same as a great time. In the middle of the night, so full of what it's gonna tell what it's down. It was like 150 to 250 grit sandpaper. I unfortunately don't have that, and I'm too poor to go out and buy it. So I'm using 80 grit and whatever this poor grit was that was on that one. Now we're going to hang the bars and spray paint them. I'm just trying to wipe all the steel fragments off of here. Put them in a pile to drink later. Make steel tea. That's what men drink. What we're using to hang the bars so that we can spray paint them is actually a weed whacker string. You can obviously use any type of string that you could thread through that will hold it up. I figured this will be the most durable that we could find. So we have our bars hanging. I'm using a bandana to cover my face, because anybody who's ever done stencils before knows that you can get really high off the fumes, which is a terrible idea. Feel like crap later. And to look really cool. That's the most important part of anything involving bikes, is looking cool. What you want to do is make short, quick strokes when you're painting. That way you don't lay it on too thick. It's better to do several thin coats as opposed to just one big gross one. think on the second coat we can really blow this one out, guys. Anyway, the can warns that for best results you should wait around 4 hours, even up to 1 week for the second coat to prevent lifting.
Let